What's going on, Motor City Sports Talk? We back with another edition of Free Agent Spotlight. Today we spotlighting a potential free agent, depending on if he get tagged or not, franchise tag that is, from the Dallas Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence out of Boise State. Let's talk about it. I don't know what episode we on, like 6 or 7, but we talked about Jadeveon Clowney and Dominican Sue, Dante Fowler, John Brown. We've talked about a lot of different guys. I don't know. You got to look at the archives, but we done quite a few so far. So yeah, we working, man, work gang. But yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence, if you don't know, from the Dallas Cowboys, 6'3", about 265 pounds, ran a 4.8 flat, and his combine, 2-time Pro Bowler in 17 and last season 2018. Through the 4 seasons he's been in the NFL, he's accumulated 34 sacks, 200 tackles in total, 9 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, and an interception. Also known to be a good pass rusher, obviously exceptional pass rusher, and very good against the run. And he's a good ball player, man. He's going to be expensive, man. He may be in the $80 million guaranteed club, so this makes it far-fetched for the Detroit Lions, knowing their frugal history of not paying guys. I don't believe they're going to play him, above market value or market value, and I don't know how many teams are willing to pay him market value. And I don't think he could stand up and play an outside linebacker in the 3-4. So that kind of slim things down. Lions can put his hand in the dirt and let him go get after the pass rusher. But it all depends how they evaluate these pass rushers. Obviously, if you want to pay big money, and the Lions go run a hybrid 4-3, 3-4, and whatever the hell they run when they in the sub packages, sub dime and nickel packages, Jadeveon Clowney might be a better fit because he can stand up and cover. And he's an exceptional athlete, and he's faster off the edge. But DeMarcus Lawrence is been more durable, more steady, and pretty much he wore a short shirt the other day that said Cowboy money. He wanted to get paid, so he may be right up there with Jadeveon Clowney wanting to get paid. So the Lions might just be like, we need to get a pass rusher in free agency. In the draft, or maybe they're looking at Trey Flowers that I don't think he's going to get the money that Lawrence and Jadeveon Clowney might get, or even if Frank Clark hit the open mark, he might not get that type of money because Frank Clark is young and exceptional pass rusher, man. But like I said, Lawrence would definitely change the guard of the NFC North a little bit, man. Giving the Lions a Khalil Mack-ish pass rusher. I said ish. For, people like Ghost of Job Shooter, people don't say, you can't pay the kid, man, Mac is great. All right, yeah. I said ish, you know what I'm saying? Similar, if you want to call him a poor man's, but obviously he don't stand up like Khalil Mack stands up and able to drop a little bit like Khalil Mack. That'd be Jadeveon Clowney, but like I said before, he's strong against the run, strong against the pass. Definitely would kind of show the Detroit Lions fan base that, hey, man, we not bull jiving around. We really are committed to putting a Super Bowl banner up in the rafters, and not we made the playoff banners up in the rafters. And like I said before, this would be the move that that would excite Honolulu Blue Nation, man, and One Pride Nation, man. We will really get excited. We will really start getting up in arms, and I do think the Lions need to spend a majority of their money on the defensive side because at the end of the day, I'll get to a video tomorrow, maybe later tonight, about Matthew Stafford. There's many people you put around Stafford, it hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying? So you must build a strong elite defense and build a strong offensive line, a strong running game if you want to actually, and you believe you actually will win a Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford. It's just going to be because everything around him is elite and works well enough. You got to ask him to do a lot less and just do enough and make those few throws he need to make in important games. But like I said before, Lawrence is strong, man. Strong, fast, good against the run. We need a better effort against the run. Harrison done well. He's done well as well. Run, pass, and now if you add another pass rusher that's good against the run and the pass, we're gonna be elite run stopping defense, and then you got elite pass rushers with Lawrence, with Hand, and then you probably can keep Ziggy at a minimum price. And like I said in my other video the other day, keep him as a part-time defensive end, and get in where he fit in at and preserve his body and kind of stretch out the longevity of his career. That's how I would play it. And you still got Devin Kennard. You still got Romeo Rockwell. You still got Eli Harold. They'll be deep. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they need another pass rusher behind Deshaun Hand in the defensive tackle position, which you can find in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. You can find good guys in there, in my opinion. But DeMarcus Lawrence would kind of signify to Detroit that the Fords are all in, Bob Quinn are all in on a major player. A lot of people got mad because they missed out on Khalil Mack last year. They didn't try to make an effort to trade for him. But the thing I be telling people about the Lions, and I did a video about this a week or two ago, about the Lions being frugal. That's what they are. That's why the NFL, when they hired them to get, for Martha Ford, the reason they hired Bob Quinn is because Bob Quinn is come from a frugal organization, an organization where the quarterback, take a pay cut, the organization where they get value players, you know what I'm saying? They don't pay nobody. They get value players, and that's what they want to build. They want to build a cheap dynasty like the Patriots, but I believe that's a blip and not a trend. If it was that easy to do, everybody would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have the quarterback that's gonna take less money. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that quarterback. You pay Stafford all this money, and you expect him to make people better like Brady, but he don't. But Lawrence could change Stafford's change Stafford tune here, man. He can make Stafford look good. And I know people saying from the defensive side, yeah, give him more possessions, more sacks, giving him better field position. He got, all them forced fumbles. I mean, you got a guy that can generate turnovers. You got a guy that can change the game. The thing you don't know when you're paying these guys, and I put it in a Jadeveon Clowney free agent spotlight, is that you don't know how they going to act when they get the money. Because a lot of these dudes get that money, and they get guaranteed $80 million. Let's just say hypothetically, that's what he get. And then he go around, creating baby mamas, getting Instagram thoughts. He don't work as hard. He come out in camp out of shape. Then he come out with the soft tissue injuries, and then you don't know exactly where the motivation is at. And most guys don't get motivated till they last year. You know what I'm saying? So you just, you look at it from that aspect of the pendulum, and you be like, man, you really don't know. That's why a lot of these guys, especially with D linemen and bigger guys, or any guys in the football field, you don't know, because the longevity of the game, you could be here today and be, done tomorrow, and you still got to pay him that guaranteed money as long as he can limp and drag himself on the field. So, you just got to meet with the guy, get an interview with the guy, and see where his mind at. But it's teams that's willing to throw him the money before they even meet with him. He going to take that money because, it's there. But with those guys, any guy in the NFL, you want to see, mentally where they at. And, see, what his plans is with the money before you give him the money, because you don't want to go $80 million guaranteed, $100 million, and he get out there and he be lazy and not give you the effort he gave in Dallas. Because remember, this guy was a second-round pick. So he ain't even got first-round money, and first-round money ain't what it used to be. Remember, when Stafford came in the league, Stafford and Sam Bradford was one of the last two number one overall picks to really break the bank. And then the NFL Players Association, which is completely shit, one of the worst unions of all time, if not the worst union of all time, they put a pay scale on the rookies. Same thing the NBA did. And I just think that's stupid. The NBA veterans NFL veterans were hating on the rookies because they was breaking the bank coming in. So what? It's a player getting the money. So why would you want to take the money from the player, and then they put them in the mindset in the union, oh, the money going to go to the players. It's going to be more money to the players, and it ain't more money. They going to keep shortchanging y'all. The NFL, people talk about the Kaepernick situation, how, Cap kneel down and ain't nobody speak up for him, but that ain't nothing new about the NFL. The NFL been a bunch of raccoons for years, if you catch the wordplay. They ain't never stood up for each other forever. The owners been running them and whipping them for years, and that's why you got so much of the racist backlash when they was kneeling. The bigotry started coming out of the owners because they not used to the NFL players but pushing back a little bit. They own the NFL players, and they're willing to make marijuana, they willing to take that out the drug testing protocol, but they're going to hold on to it so they can use it in the bargaining for the next CBA. So, the whole Kaepernick thing, I did a video on my other channel about it. You can search Kaepernick, Goodfellas Sports TV, you'll see it come up. I explain why he took the deal. A lot of people might be too deep for him. But another thing to note, that Dallas might pony up for DeMarcus Lawrence, even though they got to pay Cooper and they got to pay Prescott, because Randy Gregory got suspended and David Irving got suspended again, which is a spotlight on him yesterday. Or they may be facing suspension for a drug failure, so they need pass rushing. But, hey, Motor City Sports Talk, appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or you just want to chop it up. In addition to that, man, keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, that link's always there. Continue to share the videos. It's your boy CJ.